Welcome back. A new study claims Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax plan would have cost the world's richest people hundreds of billions of dollars over the past 2 decades had it been in place. Robert Frank is here with more on that. Hi, Robert.
Well, if we'll get out the tiny violin, because the richest 15% of Americans have a net worth of nearly $1 trillion. But if the Warren wealth tax had been in effect since the early 1980s, they would now have less than half that. A new paper by the 2 economists who helped create that tax say that aside from raising nearly $200 billion in revenue, their wealth tax would reduce the wealth gap between those at the top and the bottom. Now, the tax would be 2% on wealth over $50 million, 3% on wealth over $1 billion. If it had been in place since 1982, Jeff Bezos would be worth only $87 billion today instead of $160 last year. Bill Gates, well, he'd be down to his last $36 billion, losing nearly 2/3 of his fortune because he's had it for so long. And Warren Buffett would have to get by on a mere $30 billion. But you can tell with an annual wealth tax over a long period of time, it really has an impact on those top fortunes.
It does have an impact, but this is how Warren and Co. should frame it, with these types of statistics, because, as you say, only going to hear small violins playing, not anything large. Oh, 36 billion left for Buffett. So what?
Right.
It's still a hell of a lot.
Well, I think the issue more is how much it would really raise. Right. And I think, to the point Larry Summers and others have said, look, it's going to be more like $25 billion a year instead of $200 billion a year. So I don't think anyone's feeling sorry for those who would lose at the very top. The question is, it starts at 50. Now, 50 is a lot of money, but over time that can really chip away at a family fortune if they have a small business.
Absolutely. Robert Frank, thank you for breaking that down for us.
Yep.